Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another video in beautiful and challenge problem in math, and this is about problems in engineering economy. And I hope that through this video, your knowledge in mathematics will be enhanced, and I hope that you will be transformed into better engineering student. So for the first problem, find the ordinary and the exact simple interest on 90,000 pesos at 6% from March 5 to November 22 of any year. So let's focus to this problem first before proceeding to the next one. So remember that um, the exact simple interest is equal to PRY. So let's use that for this case, and let's consider three cases here. We have ordinary year where the denominator is 300, ordinary simple interest, so the denominator is taken 360 days. Then if we have exact simple interest and the year is ordinary, then the denominator is 365 days. And the third case is when the year happens to be a leap year where the denominator is 366 days. So first, IO equals PRY, where Y should be in years, since the period is from March 5 to November 22 of any year. For the month of March, there are 31 days. So 31 minus 5, 26. March 31, April 30, May 31 days, June 30 days, July 31 days, August 31 days, September 30 days, October 31 days, and November, because this is November 22, so 22 days. So Y is equal to 26 plus, that's for March, April 30, May 31 days, June 30 days, July 31 days, August 31 days, September 30 days, October 31 days, then November 22 days. So that's 262 over 360. Substitute into this formula here. So IO equals 90,000.06 times 262 over 360. So IO therefore is equal to 3,930 pesos. For exact simple interest, and the year would be just the ordinary year, there are 365 days. So substitute 90,000 times 0.06 times 262 over 365 days. So it is equal to 3,876.16 pesos. Then for a leap year, then the denominator is changed to 366. So 90,000 times 0.06 times 262 over 366. So the exact simple interest is 3,865.57 pesos. Let's proceed to the second problem, 36B. Find the discount if 120,000 pesos is discounted for 6 months at A, 8% simple interest, B, 8% simple discount, and C, 8% compounded quarterly. So take note that the interest is, for this situation where we have simple discount, is applied to the future worth, so that ID is equal to simple discount is equal to future worth, then the rate of simple discount times Y. That's the original. But for this case, since I is equal to F minus the present worth, and the present worth is equal to F over P1 plus Ry, because F is P quantity 1 plus Ry. Originally, F is P plus I, simple. Then F therefore is equal to P plus PRY. So that P is equal to, or F is equal to P times quantity 1 plus Ry. So that P is F over 1 plus Ry. So ID is F minus P and P is F over 1 plus Ry. Factoring out F, then we'll have F ID equals F quantity 1 plus Ry minus F over 1 plus Ry. So simplifying, this will be F times Ry over 1 plus Ry. So substituting, because R is 8%, 0.08, Y is 6 months, so 6 months over 12 months, so that's 1/2. So everything is here. Substitute. F is 120,000. So 120,000 times 0.08 times 6 over 12, 6 months over 12 months. That's the Y, that's the period in years, 1/2 of a year. Then all over 1 plus 0.08 times 6 over 12. So ID equals 4615.38. So for the second part, the discount at 8% simple discount. So this is automatic because ID equals FDY. So substitute 120,000 times 0.08 times 6 over 12, and that is equal to 4,800 pesos. Then for part C, 7%, 8% compounded quarterly. So interest is, or the discount is F minus P, and P this time is F over 1 plus I raised to N. So let's derive the formula. F minus P, then P is future worth over 1 plus I to the positive n, or simply F times quantity 1 plus I to the negative n. Factoring out F, so we have F quantity 1 minus quantity 1 plus I to the negative n, where n is 2 because we have 6 months and money is worth 8% compounded quarterly. So I is 0.08 divided by 4. So this is 0.02. And for 6 months, there are 3 months. So that's why the number of periods is 2. It is equal to 4 times 1/2 of a year. 6 months over 12 is 1/2 of a year. So 4 times 1/2 is 2. So that's why the power here is negative 2. Substituting 120,000 times quantity 1 minus 1 plus 0.08 over 4 raised to negative 2. So the discount at this situation, 8% compounded quarterly, is 4,659.75 pesos. So problem 36C, I owe 600,000 pesos due at the end of 3 years without interest. What should my creditor be willing to accept today if he discounts at A 7% simple interest, B 7% compounded annually, and C 7% simple discount? So we're looking for the present worth of this future worth 600,000 pesos, considering this different cases. So 7% simple interest. So the relationship between the future worth and the present worth for this case, simple interest, is F equals P quantity 1 plus Ry. So from there, we can compute P. So substitute. R is 0.07 and Y is 3 years. F is 600,000. So we can solve for P. So 600,000 equals P quantity 1 plus 0.07 times 3. So P is equal to 495,868 pesos. Then for B, 7% compounded annually, F equals P 1 plus I raised to N. where I is nominal rate 0.07 compounded annually, so 0.07 over 1, so it's also 0.07, and n is m times y, where m is 1 and y is 3, so it is still 3. So f is p1 quantity 1 plus I raised to n, where I is simply 0.07 and n is 1 times 3, so it's also 3. Substituting 600,000 equals P1 plus 0.07 raised to 3, so P is equal to 489,779 pesos. Then for C's at 7% simple discount, so because F is ID is equal to F minus the F minus P. So F minus P is simple discount. So P is uh, F minus simple discount, which is FDY. So therefore, the formula is present worth equals F minus simple discount FDY. So P is F minus I and I is FDY. Factoring out F, so P is F times quantity 1 minus dy. Substituting, P is equal to 600,000, quantity 1 minus 0.07 times Y 3. So that would be equal to 474,000 pesos. And lastly, this part D here. Uh, if money can be invested at 7% simple interest, find the present value of 120,000 pesos, which is due at the end of 240 days. B. Find the nominal rate, which will yield the effective rate 7% if interest is compounded annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, and continuously. So for part A, this is a different problem. B up to B5, same problem on effective rate. So find the present value of 120,000, which is due at the end of 240 days. So the connection, uh, F is I is P R Y, and we're looking for the present value P. So for 240 days, so F equals P quantity 1 plus RY. Remember the relationship, and solving for P, then F is 120,000, R is 0.07, Y is 240 over 360. So 120,000 equals present worth quantity 1 plus R 0.07, then Y is 240 days over 360. Solving for PP is 114,650 pesos. So that's for the first part of 36D. We proceed to letter B. Find the nominal rate which will yield effective rate of 7% if interest is compounded uh, for these cases. So remember that nominal, the effective rate formula, that's the ratio of the interest during the year divided by the principal during the year, and therefore the formula, if you can still recall, is ER equals quantity 1 plus nominal rate over M, quantity raised to M minus 1 in general. So for part A, the nominal rate which will yield effective rate 7% if interest is compounded. If it is compounded annually, then M is just 1. Substitute, and this is 0.07, so equals 1 plus NR over 1 raised to 1 minus 1. Solving for NR, 1.07 minus 1 is 0.07 times 1, 0.07. So NR is 7% compounded annually. For the second part, semi-annually, so this is 2, N is 2. So 0.07 equals quantity 1 plus NR over 2 raised to 2 minus 1, 1.07. So square root of 1.07 minus 1 times 2, that's the NR. In percent, that's 6.8816%. Then for D, 0.07 is 1 plus NR over 4, quantity to the fourth minus 1. Solving for the nominal rate of interest, it is 1.07 to the 1/4 minus 1. Then the answer multiplied by 4 expressed in percent, that's 6.8234%. Then B.4 monthly, N is 12.07 equals quantity 1 plus NR over 12 raised to 12 minus 1. So the nominal rate of interest is 6.7850% compounded monthly. Then finally, for this case, compounded continuously, the formula reduces to ER equals e to the R minus 1. Remember that? So 0.07 equals e to the R minus 1, 1.07, the ln of 1.07. That's R expressed in percent. So it is equal to that value. So that's it for this video.